Hi, this is Jeff Mesnick. I'm here with the Channel Marketing Journal, and I'm excited to be here with Sandra Glaser Cheek. And she is the VP of Global Channels at Ciena. And prior to that, she was most recently the head of Global Channels at Brocade and had leadership positions in other hardware-based companies. Welcome today.
Hi, glad to be here. Thanks for inviting me to join you, Jeff.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm excited to have you. You've got a good background in channel marketing. You've been doing it for a few years, I see.
Quite a few. But you just rattled off just a handful of companies I've been with, both hardware and software.
Yeah. So that's great. So I really appreciate the time. So what I'd like to start off with is just have you share with our audience kind of what you do, kind of so they know more of what you do at Ciena.
So I recently joined Ciena just about 6 months ago now, on the tail of the Brocade Broadcom acquisition. Wow. So I joined, as you mentioned, from Brocade, where I led global channels, and I have a similar role where I am responsible for our global partner strategy, programs, enablement, operations, and marketing for our global partner ecosystem.
Oh, excellent. So it sounds like a fun job.
It's what I like to do.
Excellent. So with your experiences, one of the key things that I really like to ask, as you know, our publication talks a lot about improving relationships between vendors and the partners. Our goal really to help a community of channel marketers learn from one another. So the first thing I was hoping you might be willing to share with us is what types of things do you do to try to improve that relationship between you as the head of channel marketing and your team and the partners that you work with?
Well, one thing that really excited me about joining Ciena is I have an opportunity to look at the way we've approached everything, and there's nothing sacred. And as you know, with all of the disruption that we've had in the industry, the way we've approached partner programs over the past 10, 15 years has really been kind of a cookie cutter approach. And so in order to improve relationships, I've taken on this mantra of partnering is personal. And it's really important for us to start minimizing our emphasis on partner types and tiers in our programs in favor of a more individualized engagement model and developing enablement that focuses on the unique needs of the different partner types and really taking a deeper look at each individual partner and see what they have from a background, skill set, interest to start developing your engagement models. This is something we're going to be focusing on at Ciena. Later on this year, we'll be launching new programs, and it's really going to be focused on not having a one-size-fits-all. We've always talked about enabling a partner, but as a vendor, we really need to enable the people within the partner firm to be successful.
Right.
And those are different personas and roles, whether it's technical, sales, and marketing, and really developing, in my opinion, to improve relationships is really taking a more personal approach.
I like that. I like that concept of the personal partnering. I think that's very cool.
It's my mantra these days, and I'm really excited about the things we're building out.
Yeah, no, that sounds great. And because a good friend of mine who's been in the channel for years always said the partners, when they're successful, you're successful. So you've got to think about them from their business perspective a little bit more than just pushing information, whether it's in a big portal and they're just choosing stuffs and buckets and stuff. It's more about making it about them, right?
Agreed.
And that basically brings us to a good segue, right? Which is what might be a classic mistake that some of these vendors may make. If you're talking to a channel marketer and you want to say, just beware. You're new to the program. Maybe you're talking to someone who's just joined your company and they're kind of a junior channel marketing person, or maybe they're a senior channel marketing person who just got their first gig. What's the thing that you say, be aware, try to avoid this?
I think I talked a little bit about it in my last response, but I think what we've done in the past that has worked isn't going to work so much in the future.
Right.
We've had a pretty homogenous partner program approach for a number of years where we have categorized partners. They fit into their box and this is what they get for their benefits. And I think what we've seen most definitely, we've all talked about partner transformation over the last, I don't know, half dozen years, trying to get partners to evolve their business models, but many of them weren't feeling the pain. But I think that in the last several years, with the disruption, in order to be successful, partners have had to find new and evolved sales models around services, consulting, data, analytics insights in order to be more profitable. And I don't see this change slowing down. So again, this goes back to recognizing our partners' uniqueness and really start developing those programs and enablement that becomes more customized. So it might not be a classic mistake, but if you continue to develop programs that create kind of this false economy around do this, then that, then you receive this benefit, I think you're going to find yourself, making a classic mistake a few years from now.
Right. We look at that a lot, and we've seen that as kind of the check the box issues, where sometimes channel marketers go in and they have old style that from 10 years ago, and they're like, well, I got to do this because it checks the box, as opposed to what you're talking about, which is making it that personal approach. So I kind of look at that, and when I think of mistakes, I say, don't just check the box.
That's exactly right. As being new, I've been traveling all around the world and meeting with our partners and wanting to understand what makes them successful with Sienna and what they'd like to see come out of the partner program. And I have gotten a fair number of responses saying, yep, we'll do it and check the box because we need to do it, but we're not really getting a whole lot of benefit out of it. Right. So that's what's really causing us to think about how do we change our approach so that we're your favorite vendor. Right. And when we put something out, you're going to get something out of it. That's easier said than done, but we are so excited about this new approach that we're taking. And I'm hopeful that it's going to have a huge impact and really be a game changer in the industry.
So I guess that's the answer to our last question, which is your favorite part about working in the channel seems to be helping the partners get personal.
Well, that is, but for sure, it's really the collaborative nature of partnering, and that and our business is enabling our partners not only to be successful with my solutions, but I really get a lot of joy out of enabling our partners to grow their own businesses and gain market share. And again, I don't know. I think many years ago, we did go into this, market as channel marketers and professionals because it was personal. And right. I do think we've gotten away from it with some of the programmatic approaches that we've taken. So I feel like everything old is new again, and we're going old school here.
That's great. Well, I love it. So I really appreciate this. This has been a great conversation. I think if some of the new channel marketers or even the older ones who have been doing this for many years were to listen, they'd pick up a lot of good thoughts and really think about new ways to approach their own channels.
Well, I appreciate you having me today. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Oh, thank you. So this is, once again, it's Jeff Mesnick with the Channel Marketing Journal, and I'm here with Sandra Glaser Cheek, and we're very excited that she was part of and hopefully you'll be a continuing voice in our publication.
Be happy to. Thanks again.
Great, thank you.